Hi everybody, I am Connor and apologies for the delay, but I'm finally back to bring you my top 5 favourite movies of all time. Each of these films are specific films on their own and are a part of, or some of them are a part of a larger franchise, such as, I can't just choose the entire Alien franchise, I would have to choose a specific film, as we'll see later. So before I start my top 5, I'd like to give an honourable mention to the Back to the Future film, as it is a really amazing film. I really love it, but unfortunately there's no room for it in my top 5, but I still have to give it a mention as it is still an incredible film. I love watching it and it's never going to get old for me. So starting off at number 5 is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I read all of the Harry Potter books when they were released, and I think The Prisoner of Azkaban was the only film that I've actually seen in the cinema out of all of the Harry Potter films. I've just always loved the films since they were released, really, and I don't know, there's just something about The Prisoner of Azkaban that really stands out for me, and it's kind of a turning point for Harry himself, where he's starting to get a bit older and mature, whereas like the first two films he's still pretty young, and although he has to face a lot of things, he's still pretty mature. But Prisoner of Azkaban, the third film, is really a turning point and has a lot of great scenes in it. It's just a great film and it's got an amazing story and a lot of points in the film that have amazing camera work and amazing effects. So in at number 4, I'd have to give this spot up to Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, which is the last film in the trilogy, and the reason I like this film over the others is mainly because it just ties the whole story together and it's the finishing point of the journey, and of course it has some amazing huge battle scenes, which everyone loves a good battle. In at number 3, give this to Pulp Fiction, which has a fantastic, although some people argue that it's a confusing story, but I really enjoy it. It's really interesting and it has some amazing music and amazing camera work in the film. Just in general, there's a huge amount of shots which really tie the film together, whether it's building suspense or showing action throughout the film. It's really enjoyable, and Quentin Tarantino is one of my favourite directors, and he has to get a spot in my top 5 somewhere, and 3 is a solid number to be. In at number 2 is The Dark Knight from the Dark Knight trilogy, the Batman trilogy. I'm not really huge into comics or anything like that, but I've been really enjoying the superhero films that have been out, and the Dark Knight trilogy is certainly my favourite, and out of the 3, the Dark Knight has a huge amount of tension in scenes and music which is built up, which tends to give me goosebumps and extremely tense every time I watch it, and that feeling never gets old, which it shows that it's a really great film if you still get that feeling over and over again. And the reason I picked that film over, say, The Dark Knight Rises is I really find the Joker character interesting because he's so unpredictable. You don't really know what he's going to do, and he makes out that he doesn't know what he's doing, but in reality he does. It makes for an amazing story. And in at number 1, my top absolute favourite film and film franchise overall is Star Wars. I've always enjoyed it for my whole life and as long as I can remember, but if I have to pick one film out of the entire franchise, it has to go to Empire Strikes Back, which is the 5th episode. It just has all the story elements that you could possibly look for. It has the battle scenes, it has you know, training of a hero, the confrontation of the villain and the hero, when Darth Vader and Luke are on the bridge. It's just, you know, that incredible, impactful moment that everyone knows about, and it also just has some really groundbreaking effects. Just in general, this whole original Star Wars trilogy has that, but yeah, in particular, I just really find that Empire Strikes Back is my favourite, and it's my go-to Star Wars film. It has everything that you could possibly want, and I just find it, you know, amazing. It's absolutely my favourite, and you know, The Force Awakens is definitely up there with it, and it's almost just as good, although I didn't think that at first, but yeah, it is almost just as good, but Empire Strikes Back still better, and I think it will always be better, but we'll see what the new Star Wars films come up with as well. So I hope you've found this interesting, and be sure to stay tuned for more videos, because I'll be, you know, uploading more often now. And if you enjoyed this, leave a like and comment what your favourite film is, if you have a favourite film, and I'll see you in the next video.